subject for today is government, and our topic for today is Ecowas. Now, Ecowas is defined as a sub-regional organization formed by West African countries, mainly to promote cooperation and development of the African continent. Now, the word Ecowas means Economic Community of West African States, because it's a conglomerate of West African countries. Now, it was formed on May 28, 1975 in Lagos. So that means the headquarters of Ecowas is in Lagos. Now, heads of state of different West African countries came together to form this Ecowas, mainly to promote cooperation and development of the African continent, just like we have the AU. Now, having said that, the Ecowas is made up of, it was formed by 15 West African countries, which is divided into two sections, where we have the Anglophone countries and the Francophone. Now, Anglophone simply means countries that were colonized by Britain and they speak English, while Francophone means countries that were colonized by the French and they speak French. So now, we have the 5 Anglophone countries and 10 Francophone countries. Now, the 5 Anglophone countries are Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Gambia, and Liberia. Now, Nigeria was colonized by Britain, Ghana was colonized by Britain, Sierra Leone was never colonized. It was a country whereby people they brought slaves together. Sierra Leone and Liberia, these are the 2 African countries that were not really colonized, because it was where they were dropping slaves that were being exported abroad. So they decided to open these 2 colonies to accommodate those slaves. So that's why they speak English. They were never colonized, and this was because America helped to do that. Now we have Gambia, and then when we look at the Francophone countries, we have Togo, we have Guinea, we have Mali, we have Burkina Faso, we have Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin Republic, Niger, Mauritania, Cape Verde. Now these are the Francophone countries, and these are the Anglophone countries. Now these 2 countries, these different sections came together in order to form what we know today as Ecowas. Now, let's go to the aims and objective of Ecowas. Ecowas aims to promote cooperation and development in all fields. Now, that includes trade, transport, everything you can think of, technology. Because currently we're looking at Ecowas, currently Ecowas is working on developing a system whereby every West African country can travel between African countries free of charge. All you need is to have your Ecowas passport, which we currently do. And then the second one is the elimination of custom duties and other charges. Okay, let me paraphrase on this one. Currently, when we had the Ebola virus breakout, West African countries were able to collaborate in order to find a solution to the Ebola virus. That was one of the things that the ECOWAS did during that time. So elimination of custom duties and other charges. So for those of you who travel to Lagos, if you notice, there is a border between Lagos and Togo. You can from Togo and buy things free and just free of charge. They will not charge you for custom duty. All you need to do is show them your ECOWAS passport. Even these days, they no longer even use ECOWAS passport. There's free movement from Lagos to Togo. Now, abolition of trade restrictions. That means people from any West African country can come, just like you have Ghana. It's not expensive to go to Ghana. All you need to do is have your ECOWAS passport, have your transportation, and you have free transport. Abolition of all obstacles to free movement. I said that. And then, in our subsequent class, I'm going to give you a detailed information as regards to these organs of ECOWAS. He said we have the authority of heads of state and government. Now, because we said here that with Anglophone countries and Francophone countries, these people, they are presidents. The presidents of these 2 sections, they all came together to form this authority of heads of state and government. So that's the number 1 organ you have in the ECOWAS. And then we have the Council of Ministers. Now, each of these countries brings out a representative, which will form the Council of Ministers. But also note that the president of any of these countries can also be a council minister. It's possible. We will do that in our subsequent class. Now we have the Executive Secretariat, which is in Lagos, where we have, just like we have the UN. The UN has a secretariat where you can go to any time. Okay. Then we have the Tribunal of the Community, just like we have the International Court of Justice. This serves as ECOWAS tribunal. If any West African state has a problem, they can appeal to ECOWAS. As long as they're a member of ECOWAS, they can appeal to ECOWAS tribunal to try their case. Now we have the Technical and Specialized Commission. Now this commission is specialized on finding out new ideas on how to improve West African countries. Just like what we have the EU. EU is very vast. Now, we can also say that Ecowas is let's say a look-alike of EU, because what EU is trying to achieve is what Ecowas is trying to achieve, but based on the fact that it's on a region, which is West Africa. Now, the broad phase of Ecowas is the AU, which is the African Union. So, as regards to that, in our subsequent class, I'll give you a detailed analysis of this. So, in conclusion, Ecowas, like I said initially, is a economic community of West African states. It is a sub-regional organization formed by West African countries, mainly to promote cooperation and development. So let's be that whenever you hear the word Ecowas, it is a sub-region that their main goal is to promote free movement, promotion of growth of West African continent. So, and that's that. So our subsequent assignments will pass through all our other platforms. Thank you and God bless you.